And welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong Country. We are on the second world, Monkey Mines, ready to visit Willys Walkway. What is Willys Walkway? Why, it is the walkway of Winky, of course. Who is Winky? We will be seeing in about like 10 to 15 seconds, I'd say. Actually, we'll be seeing right now. Here is Winky, or as this guy probably should be called, Wonky. He is a frog? Toad? I can never eyeball the difference between that, but basically he hops around, and he has very, very strange hitboxes. I'm not terribly fond of him, but he does have a couple of unique abilities. Of course, as you can see, he jumps very high. Also uniquely is that he can kill zingers, which is not something you're normally able to do. Also, he can jump high enough that he doesn't need to bounce off that vulture to get into the bonus area of Willys Walkway. I say the bonus area, as it is the sole one. Very straightforward one. We can just collect a lot of bananas and the third Kong letter. Alright, let's get back on our way here. Coming over here, as you can see, let's demonstrate Winky's ability to kill zingers, get our espresso token. Last Kong letter. I said the last Kong letter, there we go. And yeah, there's his weird hitboxes coming into play, and we are done. Very short level, very easy, not much to work for. Now coming up is a much more notoriously difficult level. This is probably the first point in the game where people really have trouble. This is Minecart Carnage. It is an auto-scrolling level. You go into the minecart and you just have to jump over obstacles as you come across them. As you can imagine, much like the infamous Turbo Tunnel from Battletoads, though not quite as bad, this tends to trip people up a lot because it requires a lot of memorization to get really good at it. Either that or some really good twitch reflexes. And let me just see. Yep, right here is the O letter. That's the first one where you kind of need to know. You can go for that banana bunch there. I've gotten it once without killing myself. Otherwise, I don't really think it's worth it. You got an end guard token there. If you already have 2 tokens, I'd actually recommend skipping that one because the bonus levels send you back to the last checkpoint once you finish them. Unless you collect them in a bonus area. In that case, they spit you out of the bonus area. That N is pretty tough to get there. Now we got guys on the carts coming. You gotta do a short hop there to get the balloon. And I was so focused on explaining that I lost Diddy there. So we have to go without getting hit. As you can see, these guys come in very quickly. You can react to them, but it does you a world of good to know that they're coming. Alright, there is the final Kong letter, and unfortunately, I screwed up. That is okay, though. We weren't deep enough into that section for me to feel like that was going back. Now, like I said, if you collect any Kong letters after hitting the checkpoint, oh man, I am doing so bad, they stay collected, so we cannot recollect them and get another extra life, but that's not really that huge a deal. Alright, so, want to focus a little bit here. As always, if you make that short jump there, you can get a 1-up, so anytime you die after that point, assuming you can consistently collect the extra life, it is no big deal. Alright, let's go. Oh. Alright, I'll just cut ahead to where I just died. Alright, here we are again. I've gotten pretty good at doing this without dying when I'm not talking, but obviously trying to actually explain what's going on as it happens kind of splits my focus and makes it easy to screw up there. As you can see, a lot of these jumps require you to be very specifically placed, often close to the end of the track as possible to make, though not always. Fortunately, we're getting very close to the end here, and it's pretty easy at the end. We just got to jump over these carts as we're approaching them. There is the sign indicating the end of the level. One last critter there to hit you. Well, actually, those guys have a different name, but I forget what they are. I just call them critters anyways, since they're obviously critters in minecarts. I screwed up and lost Diddy there, but like I said, no big deal. We finished the level, but we're going to go right back in because there is something to show off. If you're struggling with this level, this one actually has a secret for you. Just jump over here, hug that wall as you fall, and you get a warp barrel that takes you right to the end of the level, so you can ignore all that. And you may have noticed on the level screen, we got an exclamation point. There are no bonus rooms in that level to get, so you don't have to worry about searching for them. I'm actually going to stay DK here, because it'll allow us to show off something that I've been wanting to. Gotta watch out for the green zingers here. Green zingers, they just have a tendency to travel in that arc pattern that we were seeing. Here we got the gold critters. These guys jump in a very big arc, and can be very annoying in certain situations, which we'll be coming across later. But they're... ow. Well, so much for showing off what I was going to show off with Donkey... oh, wait, no, I can show them off here. Okay, let's grab the barrel. Now, Diddy, of course, can just walk right into walls with the barrels, but Donkey Kong, if he places the barrel down, he can also break walls that way, which is pretty convenient because it's a lot easier than throwing a barrel. Alright, we got another match 3 here, so we want to go for the Winky token. Hopefully this will be our 3rd token so I can show that off. Okay, so after the red balloon 1, there we go. Oh, no, that's our 2nd Winky token. I lost track of the Winky tokens that I collected. You'll have to forgive me. That is okay, though. We will be getting a 3rd Winky token soon enough, and we'll be able to see his bonus level. There is the O right there. Let's start pushing this tire. Don't want to push it too far, though, because you need to use it to get into the checkpoint. Now, heading over here, we actually want to push the tire onto this elevator. And this will allow us to bounce up and get through this wall right here, and as you can see, this is where the N is. So we got 3 of the 4 Kong letters. And we'll just roll right through that gold critter. Roll right through this one. We want to hold right here and get into this bonus room. This bonus room has Winky for us. Now I'm going to be honest, Winky is pretty bad for this level because of the aforementioned wonky hitboxes on him. Wonky hitboxes on Winky. He is very hard to maneuver while bouncing on tires, so there's a very good chance that I'm going to die here, and if I do, since we've already cleared the bonus room, I'm not going to bother going back for him. Really, for this level, to get through it, you want to focus on bouncing off the zingers. That tends to go a bit better than trying to bounce Winky on the tires. See? Much like that. I have just terrible, terrible luck with misplacing Winky where he is and just falling completely and dying. But there is a pronounced benefit to getting him this far if you can manage it. Normally you have to roll that tire over to bounce up to that bonus barrel there, but Winky, he can just jump right into it. And this is the final bonus room for this level. Just want to bounce up and down on these barrels. As you can see, we got a rotating barrel cannon here. Those will become much more prominent in future levels, but for right now, it's just a very straightforward use of it, and we are out of here. That is 3 of 5 levels taken care of for Monkey Mines. We are making pretty good progress here. And we're going to clear this one really quickly also. This is a stop-and-go station. Unlike Minecart Carnage, I'm actually going to show off the warp here for a very particular reason. This is the final stretch of the level right here. These are rock crocs. They go when the barrels say go, so you have to hit them to flip them to stop. And that is the final stretch. We are right at the exit. Now, there is a particular reason I decided to show off the warp there, and that is because there are bonus rooms in Stop and Go Station, and they require us to complete most of the level anyway to get to them, so may as well. So let's just do this. This is a very straightforward level, though. Oops, missed the K there. Not that it really matters. We're not going to get far enough to get to the rest of the letters, for reasons that will become apparent in a little bit. But we will keep hitting these barrels to stop the rock crocs. They're not terribly threatening if you leave the barrels off. It is entirely possible to just ignore the barrels entirely and run past them. And in fact, speedruns often do that. So, making our way here. Now, there's the O in a very precarious position. I'm going to hit the checkpoint barrel in case I screw this up. Now, how the heck do you get that? You gotta do a roll jump and then jump back. That is the first place where you will likely learn about the roll jump if you figured it out at all. It's pretty scary, and my first time playing the game, I always just died to get that O because I am dumb like that. But here is the first bonus room. This is another one using the rotating barrels. As you can see, there is a banana bunch in the middle there. Just want to shoot diagonally. I screwed that up and shot myself out, but I only robbed myself of a few bananas here. Now, notice that banana trail right here? This is actually the location of the second and final bonus room of this area, right back to back, and past the level's midpoint, so that's why I just took the warp anyway, since we have to clear most of the level anyway to get to this point. Just roll this tire back, bounce up here, and let's see, I believe we want to take this one right here. Yes, there is the final Winky token. So now we've got Winky's bonus game taken care of. So Winky's is pretty simple. Just got a cave to go through to collect all his statues. As you can see, we can bounce up on those tires and go around on these platforms. Now, like Expressos, of course, and like all bonus levels, there is a giant statue hidden in the level for us to collect. And we'll be getting to that after we collect a good amount of these little statues. Obviously, we want to get close to about 350 or so. 400 would be ideal, because that would give us a whopping 8 extra lives after collecting the big statue. As you can see, my time is starting to run a little thin, so we're just going to focus on getting to the end now. It's very easy to screw up and kind of overcommit and not be able to collect the big statue in time. There we go, 350, not bad. We'll just collect the big statue here. It's a little weird looking. And get our nice little cache of Winky statues. There we go. Too bad it doesn't count for half, so we only get 7 extra lives here, but that still puts us over the 40 mark. Pretty nice. And that is it for this level. Now do I have to finish it? No! By pausing the game and pressing the select button, you can leave any level that you've already completed, so that's nice and convenient. Alright, let's get on to the final level of Monkey Mines, Millstone Mayhem. With the theme of rapid and quick bonus areas and kind of contrasting with the previous level, first bonus area for this level is right at the start. Just gotta take that, what was it? That tire, bounce off of it, and get it right there. Now, it's not this level that we want to grab the Kong barrel. It's a very similar level, but we do want to take that blast barrel that you can just barely see down there, get this tire, and we want to roll this quite a ways. And there's the O. We will just jump to grab that. The tire is not necessary for that O. Oh, I kind of messed up there. I got a little too enthusiastic about the rolling world too far, but that's okay. Still bounces us high enough to make it into this bonus area, where we can do a spinning letter game. Just got to jump into the flashing letters as they roll by and spell a word. In this case, of course, it is Rare, the developers of the game, and we get a 3rd Endguard token. Endguard's probably got the most unique bonus game. This one, you actually have to find 4 secrets. As you can see, this one is labeled 3. You do not have to find them in any particular order. I just kind of do it in the same order every way, because that's just what I'm used to. I'm not sure if there's a most efficient way of doing this if you want to maximize your life gain, but we want to take slightly roundabout routes to get to these so that we can collect more Endguard statues along the way. Endguard mini tokens? I'm not sure what to refer to these as, but they are little Endguards. Isn't he an excited shark? And we'll just collect more of these. And you've probably noticed in the 4 cardinal directions you can pass through the walls and get these numbers here, and a nice big cache of Endguard statue tokens, whatever you want to call them. Mini statuettes, that doesn't roll off the tongue very well. But there's just one more to collect, and we will get the final big bonus for this bonus game. So we just want to collect as many as possible, and I'm not too worried about cutting it a little close. Alright, now we'll go down and get the big Endguard statue. If you had not hit the rest of the numbers, then this one would have been... I wasn't paying attention to what the other ones were, maybe 4. It's not a big deal. But hey, another 7 1-ups. We're doing good on those. And yes, we will hit 99 displayed 1-ups by the end of this game. Alright, with that taken care of, we can get on with the level proper. We want to grab this TNT barrel, but we don't want to hit these crushes with it. These guys are pretty unique. You cannot roll into them to kill them, and Diddy cannot kill them by jumping on them. Donkey Kong can, however. Diddy otherwise needs to use a barrel, and of course we needed that TNT barrel to get into our next secret, which we have a shell game for a green balloon, and it stopped in this one. I was paying attention this time so I could actually get it. And 2 1-ups for our efforts. And like the previous level, Stop and Go Station, all the bonus areas were available in really rapid succession of each other. That was the last one, so now we can just focus on completing the level. We want to take out these bouncing blue critters just because I think that's fun to do. Perhaps I'm indulging in a sociopathic tendency. I apologize. And we've got Slippas here. And when we kill Slippas, they make a very distinct noise, and my friend has compared it to something being spilled in a frying pan, and I just cannot unhear that. Alright, so this tire here will allow us to bounce over this millstone and get Winky. Now, I am extremely unlikely to get Winky to the end of this level, because even if I get past all the hazards as him, there is one jump that I've just never been able to clear with him without losing him. So we'll see if we can do it. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, let's bounce up and take care of that guy. That is Necky throwing nuts at us. I could do without that. Hopefully we don't see any more of that in this level, or this world. Ah. Well, I'm sure this will be the last of it, right? Anyway, there's the last Kong letter. Let's just collect that. Jump over the millstone, jump off the Slippas, and hey, we've still got Winky. Here's the jump I've just never been able to make. Winky jumps way too high. See, he just gets hit, and I've tried jumping over it, and that just doesn't seem to work either. I'm not sure how to get him past there, because you need him to get those banana bunches down there so you can bounce off the zinger. I've never been able to pull that off, so we're just gonna go on out the level. And we are already at the end of Monkey Mines. Good stuff, right? And for our next boss fight, we've got Necky's Nuts. Well, I'm not going to think too hard about that. Necky is, of course, giant Necky. This is Necky Senior. You gotta wait for him to spit, then you can use the tire to bounce on and jump on him. You gotta be very careful about clipping the lower half of his beak. That will take your Kong out. Obviously, getting hit with the nuts will take you out. Best way to handle this is just hang off to the opposite side of the screen that he appears on, and then jump onto the tire, hit him there. Just gotta hit him 5 times. Very straightforward fight. Sometimes I screw it up and lose a Kong, but thankfully it was not this time that happened. And that is Monkey Mines taken care of. Good stuff, right? We are tearing it up in this game so far. Next up is Vine Valley, and here's where the game starts to get just tougher in general, and not one of those weird one-off levels like Minecart Carnage that might throw you off. We will be dealing with this in the next video. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you then. Until then, goodbye.